Hello everyone, Cricket and Corky's Clubhouse here coming at you with an unboxing video. This one I've been meaning to get for a while and I just have not got around to it. And eventually one popped up and I grabbed it and I'm getting around to opening it. But of course, like a lot of things in the old-fashioned mechanical talking realm, it was listed as untested, unsure if it works. So we're gonna find out if it works, and it needs something, which I have right below the camera there that I'll pull up here in just a second. But we're gonna go ahead and open this up. Hope everyone has been having a good summer. Don't forget, you can join our Facebook group. It is Cricket and Corky's Clubhouse. That is my channel here. I am on TikTok with that. And then if you go to Facebook, you can find our group. Actually, it's a private group, but if you check on YouTube and TikTok, I made a video about it. So you can find that and join our little group and have some chats. So I'm excited. This was growing up one of my favorite characters. Says a lot about my personality. And I was excited that they actually made a talking version of this character. And you can see who it is. Very cool. Wow, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. So, in case you didn't know, I'll say him here. This is... That's funny. This is Oscar the Grouch. So he is supposed to come out of his little can there and chat. So the great thing about this one was a lot of these you find they are missing the garbage can lid, and this one actually has his. And I don't know how, okay, I see. So there's a little piece of Velcro on the back, and I guess there's another piece of Velcro inside there. But there's also like this other, there's all these little additional Velcros. I don't think they tried to add those on there. I guess because how he's in the can, I don't think that would really hold well. So we're gonna have to probably have to wait, because I feel like he's gonna pops up. That's gonna just come off. So we're gonna have to wait on that. But how he works is, look at this, he came with his cord too. And it matches, it's green. So this little cord connects from Oscar to Big Bird. Surprise, we just happen to have right here. Get him on camera here. There we go. Hey, Big Bird. So anyway, it connects on the back and it goes into him. So the cassette actually still plays through Big Bird, but it passes through, kind of like Teddy Ruxpin and Grubby. And it goes into Oscar here. Let's see, he's got an on-off switch. I'm assuming, here we go, I'm assuming he has batteries. So, I hope there's none in here. Great, it's empty. So, there's this battery compartment in the bottom. And it's clean, but you know, I still like to clean everything with alcohol. I went ahead and did that with Big Bird. I already tested him. I was very lucky with that Big Bird. He works perfectly. He's loud, and I didn't know much about him when I first got him. But now that I've had him for a while and I've done some research, I learned I was very lucky because that Big Bird is in very good condition. I did comb his fur out a little bit. It's very fluffy. But a lot of the big birds have mold all over their beaks. It's common, you know, like some of the older vinyl plastics now, we're starting to see that mold in there. It doesn't mean that, you know, he wasn't taken care of. It's just the mold of the plastic is breaking down. Somehow I have one that doesn't have it yet, but he does have some forming inside up in his mouth there. So what I've done with that is I put acne cream, like Zit cream. I put that on there and it just kind of kills out some of that and stops it from spreading. So luckily you can't see it, but I would be sad if he starts to get it on his beak because it is quite unsightly. All right, now I'm gonna put brand new batteries in Oscar. Just got some Energizer double A's for the special occasion. I have no clue how he comes on. I mean, obviously I know he has to talk with Big Bird, but does he literally not do anything until there's a moment in the tape, or what? Okay, let's see. Alright. I wonder, I didn't hear any. Okay, good. Oh, that means he works, somewhat works. If you hear that beep, that means basically he's on and you've left him on. Okay, so I'm going to put this, it says satellite jacks A and B. I guess I'm just going to put in A. Okay. Oh, I see. So he's got Velcro on his, oh, I just saw Velcro somewhere. He's got Velcro here and here. So it looks like that little piece that I found that was laying around, it looks like it went here. And it's probably supposed to be where his hands are outside. Yep. So that's an easy fix. I can do that later. We'll just leave that up there for now. Okay, so I did find a tape that Oscar talks in. I don't know if he talks in every tape. I am a bad person and have not actually listened to any of the Big Bird tapes. I just opened them and cleaned them and got them working and kind of went on about my way. I've just been very busy, but I would like to still do a series with Big Bird. I have found he has a ton of tapes and they're very sought after. Like, some of them go for $30, $40. I've seen people grab up whole Big Bird sets for the tapes. But I don't know what's rare and what's not, so I kind of haven't really been chasing them yet. But I really wanted to get the trio. So there's Oscar the Grouch, and Cookie Monster also is here. So hint, hint, sneak, sneak, spoiler alert. We might be seeing an unboxing very soon with someone blue. Okay, so I'm going to turn him on, I guess, and then start Big Bird, and we'll see if he does anything. Alright, so he's on. And now we're going to put the tape in Big Bird.
Good. Here we go. One day, I was walking down Sesame Street, feeling kind of unhappy. I'd been thinking about how plain and ordinary I was. I'm just plain old ordinary Big Bird, I said to myself. There's nothing special about me. Then I got an idea. It seemed like such a good idea. I started...
Interesting.
Just... Why don't you go somewhere else to talk to yourself?
So that's
I'm trying
Oscar.
to work on my broken telephone collection, and I don't want to listen to you. Now, scram!
He did something.
As you can tell, Oscar was being especially grouchy.
I changed the
But
jack
I was
switch.
so excited about my idea that I decided to tell him about it anyway.
He started to
I'm
move.
going to grow a mustache. Then I won't be plain old ordinary Big Bird anymore. Isn't that a great idea? I asked.
He works.
And I imagined how handsome I'd look with a big curly mustache. I'd never seen a bird with a mustache before. But then I realized why. Birds can't grow mustaches. They don't have whiskers. They have feathers. Oh dear, I said. It's a terrible idea. I can't grow a mustache.
Wow, he came way out
Except
there.
for that, I think it's a terrific idea, said Oscar. You'd look even sillier than usual. Why don't you make a mustache out of an old broom and just stick it on?
That's
Well,
fantastic.
I didn't think I'd like having an old broom stuck to my beak, so I said, never mind.
Well, it just goes on back in.
All of a sudden, I got another idea. I'll build a bowling alley right next to my nest, I said. Then I won't be just plain old ordinary Big Bird anymore. I'll have my own bowling alley. And I imagined Snuffy and me going bowling when he came to visit. But then I looked at my nest, and it came to me. There wasn't room for a bowling alley next to my nest. It was just another silly idea. Of course, Oscar liked the idea. Do it, he told me. A bowling alley would stick all the way out across Sesame Street, and then there wouldn't be any place for cars to go and people to walk. I love it. So there was Oscar having a good time imagining my idea, while I was feeling more and more plain and ordinary. Then, the next thing I knew, another idea popped into my head. Oh boy, I said, at last. No more plain, ordinary big bird now. I'm going to be the special, terrific bird who paints clouds. Won't that be wonderful? The sky...
Okay, I'm going to turn him off. So, that was interesting. I wanted to leave it like this, so he's up fully, like he comes way out. So I can just brush his fur and give him a little cleanup here. But 2 for 2, I don't know, y'all. I feel very, very lucky that I got a big bird and he worked perfectly. I didn't have to open him or do anything. He just works and he sounds great. And now I took a chance and got an Oscar, and Oscar works perfectly and all his mechanisms work, and he looks really clean. He's not dirty at all. Like, I guess he probably because he's been in the can. Like, I'm going to just fluff his fur up, but I mean, he looks great. His eyes are a little yellowed, but it's not severe, so I don't even think I'm going to mess with that. I mean, that's just what luck, because I know a lot of people that have got these and they don't work. Wow, so that's pretty cool. I like that they chat like that together, and I think it's cool that he kind of goes in and out as they're doing stuff. Like, how neat to have all these set up together to play. Now, hopefully Cookie Monster, we'll see if I can do 3 for 3. Cookie Monster I also enjoy. And I do know a problem with Cookie Monster, and I'm sure this one will have it, is his eyes yellow, but it looks like, and I won't know until I get him, but it looks like he has a plastic cover that goes over his eyes, because I think his eyes kind of move around like googly eyes, and there's like a plastic cover over them, I guess, so he can move them around. I don't know, and I think the plastic cover is what is yellowing on those. I don't know if you can fix that, because the last thing I want to do is get any kind of bleach or chemical underneath, and then it gets all smeared around. So I don't know. I believe he came with his cable. We will see. We'll see what happens. Oh, thunder and lightning outside. So yeah, so this is my new Oscar the Grouch, and he goes with the Story Magic Big Bird. This is the ideal Big Bird, not the sad little Tycho one. Not a big fan of him. He's very small and definitely would not match with Oscar here, because he's smaller than Oscar. So yeah, so that is all for this video. Once I get the third part, we'll open him up. By then I'll have him cleaned up and I can get some Velcro and reattach. I think maybe his arms are supposed to go on the side of his can like that right now. They're just kind of hanging out. But I'll have to look. I'm assuming, I would say maybe someone just added that, but I mean, there's literally a part on the plastic where the Velcro was. Like, it was made to be there, and it's on both sides. So I'll get that fixed up. But that is all. So if you had these, I would love to hear what your thoughts were on them. If you were a kid and you had Big Bird and Oscar and potentially Cookie Monster as well. And also, like, what's your favorite stories and stuff? Right now, I only have like 4 or 5 tapes. And I see a lot of tapes, but I just haven't jumped on them because they can get pretty pricey. But like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.